Hello, I'm Kade.
And I'm Curtis.
And welcome to the We Are Definitely the IRS, Give Us All Your Money
Show,
where we talk about identity theft and robbing banks. Cue the intro. This episode, we talk about interesting food combinations.
Sounds maybe delicious.
Perhaps. Let's go right into it. First up, we have mac and cheese and hot dogs.
Mac and cheese and hot dogs.
The hit combo from your childhood.
I don't think I ever had that in my childhood.
You never had mac and cheese and hot dogs?
Never had mac and cheese and hot dogs.
I did. I didn't like it.
It sounds like I would not like it.
I didn't.
Edible, I would probably rate this on the what it sounds like, a 4.
I'd have to probably agree. Maybe a 5, because it's not that bad.
I don't know.
You know, all things considered.
You've at least tasted it.
Yeah, 20 years ago. Anyway, next up, we have another classic, chili cheese fries.
Chili cheese fries.
Chili cheese fries.
Chili cheese fries is definitely a good thing.
Yeah, because they sell it places.
Yes.
Unlike mac and cheese and hot dogs.
You never know. There could be a place that sells it.
That's
but
true.
chili cheese fries is a pretty popular dish, I'd say. I would probably rate chili cheese fries in what it sounds like. Also, I've eaten chili cheese fries. There are definitely good and bad chili cheese fries, but I'd probably give it a 7.
7's pretty honest. I'd give it probably a 6.
6, huh?
I don't like beans too much.
Okay.
You
Doesn't mean... Well, that's just... I think having beans in your chili and
Maybe
chili
6.5.
cheese fries is... You're not using the right chili.
You
got to use
like
just the meat...
the mushed up bits.
Just the meat sauce.
The meat juice.
No bean chili. That's what
That might be where it's at.
On chili cheese fries there.
Next up, after chili cheese fries, we have another one that you may have tried in your childhood. Chips inside of a sandwich.
Chips in a sandwich.
Chips in a sandwich.
Chips in a sandwich, I think, is pretty good. Adds a bit of crunch to the sandwich.
Yep,
A lot of times sandwiches are just like...
Sometimes some spice,
bleh.
depending on the chip.
Depending on the chip.
Could have a spicy chip.
I've only had Ruffles. You know, the rigid potato chip in a sandwich.
Yes.
So I haven't tried any of the exotic flavors like Doritos or
hot Cheetos or Funyuns.
Right, none of that. Just the basic potato chip there. I guess it's not basic. It's
ridges.
It has ridges there.
Gotta be specific.
I would say because it's pretty good, I would probably say a 6.5.
I'd have to probably agree with around 6.5. Because, you know, you let them sit for too long and they get mushy and then you kind of miss...
It's definitely, you got to eat it right away.
That's true. All right, straight up after that one, we have chocolate, marshmallow, and graham cracker, also known as s'mores.
I'm not familiar with chocolate, but I'm going to say...
It's when you drop it in the fire a little bit.
Oh, okay. Got it. The classic s'more, you got the chocolate in there.
The chocolate and the charmello.
The charmello.
It's black. Totally burnt.
At least, I don't know how you knock off the char bits on chocolate, but it's kind of easy on a margin. You can just like pat it in there, and it just like, and it's got sprinkles gooey down and gets away. Just keep the gooey bits, but knocking the char off of chocolate might be a little bit difficult.
I can't personally say I've ever charred chocolate, so. But s'mores,
s'mores,
it's
definitely
classic.
Definitely an excellent combination. I would probably say an 8.
Yeah, 8.5 for me. It's great. Classic.
Yeah.
Can't mess with the
Definitely.
classics.
How about this next one? Super classic for Americans, at least. Peanut butter and jelly. PB&J sandwich.
Peanut butter and jelly. I despise PB&J. I absolutely am disgusted.
I know you do.
I'm allergic to peanut butter. And I do not like PB&Js. It's going to have to be a -1 for me.
-1.
-1.
I would have thought you would have said at least a -10 on that one.
Well, there's jelly in bread, so it saves it.
Okay. I like peanut butter and jelly. It has to be amped up a little bit where you make it on toast rather than just like mushy, regular just bread without any crispiness on it.
Squish.
Yeah, squishy bread. I like toasted PB&J. And I'd probably give it a 6.
Nice, respectable 6. So that's a combined score of 5. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
How about this next one? Baked beans and hot dogs, otherwise known as beanie weenies.
I love me a beanie weenie. I just ate beanie weenie right before we recorded this. It's a classic, quick, easy, a solid 5 for me. Absolutely.
Solid 5, huh?
Yeah, it's average.
It's average.
Middle of the road.
I would say beanie weenies are pretty average. Yeah, I mean, you really got to stretch and use some like amazing hot dogs or super awesome beans,
like a cheddar wurst,
to make it. Maybe you can reach to a 6 if you use.
You could put the work in.
Yeah, but I would say it's probably pretty average, which would be a 5.
Yeah. So that's concluding our category of relatively normal ones. Now we have some weird food combinations we got next.
All right.
Up first is potato chips and chocolate.
Potato chips and chocolate. I discovered this, I don't know, probably 15 years ago by accident. Because I went to a party that someone had a chocolate fountain.
Oh.
And I was like, I don't want a strawberry.
That's
you know
too
what I mean?
normal.
Like, plus like people were it was all crowded around where people was getting the strawberries, and I was like, there's chips right here. Let's try it. Dunked the. It was Ruffles again.
Oh, great! So you catch more chocolate.
Right, you got all the ridges and just dunked it right in. Let the chocolate run over the top of it, and it was just like, let's just go for it. And it was amazing.
The extra salt was good.
Yeah, the salt on the potato chip just like made the chocolate just punch through, and oh my gosh, it was freaking amazing. Then I was just like,
gotta do this every time.
Kept just going through them. It's like, I'm glad there's potato chips here now. Now they did have like cheese cubes and then like little baby gherkins and stuff too. I did not dip that in the.
Oh yeah.
I stuck with the chips.
Extra acid to cut through. I don't know.
I would say they were sweet pickles, so okay. I really didn't.
But chips.
Chips, I would say I would rate that. It's just amazing. I would say it's 8.
Well, really, an 8?
8.
I haven't had it.
It's amazing.
It sounds like a 6. But that's just by the sounds, Maybe you gotta try it. Try it for yourself.
I definitely think you need to try it. It's amazing. It blows your mind.
All right. Well, next up after that one, we have a TikTok classic, the Blizzy Glizzy.
Blizzy Glizzy.
Now, I learned about this a couple minutes ago. It's
I.
a blizzard from Dairy Queen. And
Blizzard.
when they mix up the blizzard, like the machine kind of puts a hole in the middle. And so I guess people just put a glizzy in there.
Throw a glizzy right down in there.
Just chuck a hot dog right down in the middle. Now, depending on the blizzard, you might have some complimentary flavors.
I don't think it depends on the blizzard there.
Depends on the glizzy?
It could depend on the glizzy. Never had it.
Chocolate-filled glizzy.
Maybe it's amazing.
Who knows?
Like the potato chip in the chocolate, which I know is amazing. It could be, but it just sounds horrendous to me.
It makes a funny picture, I'll tell you what.
I would say from the sound of it, it sounds like a 2.5.
Oh, I was going to say 3.
I was going to say 3, but then I thought about it. It just pictured and like,
it depends if the glizzy's like dressed. Does it have like mayo and mustard and ketchup on it?
I think then it might go down to a 2 or a 1.5. Oh my gosh.
Oh man, but the Blizzy Glizzy does not seem very good to us.
All right.
After that one, we got an absolute classic. Now, it's called a snickle, and it's where you take a pickle, you cut it in half, you kind of hollow out the insides, and you put a Snicker in it, and you put it back together. So it looks like a pickle, but there's a Snicker on the inside.
There's a Snickers on the inside.
I've never had it, but I love the picture. It's so funny.
Yeah, but if the picture is if it just looks like a pickle.
Well, you get a cross section,
Oh, you got to cut into it so you can see.
You can see the Snickers in there.
Okay.
Get this full Snickle frontal.
The Snickle frontal.
Now, eating wise, I'm allergic to peanuts. But
yeah,
if I wasn't,
say it was just a Milky Way. No peanuts.
A Milky Way.
A Milky Way in there. So do that rating. No peanuts.
That's probably, man, I don't know, 4 maximum. That's being generous.
I thought you were, I think that's definitely being generous.
Super generous.
I would probably put it down in the blizzy glizzy category.
The twos.
It ranges the 2.5. It's like, ooh, maybe it is great.
Who knows? I mean, some people love it. Like Pepsi milk. You heard about that? Pilk? It sounds absolutely horrid to me, but apparently the people in the South, they live by it.
A Pepsi milk.
Yeah, Pilk. It looks terrible. It's
so what is it if you make? What if you don't have any Pepsi and you got to mix Coke? What's
Kilk. But they say it tastes kind of like a root beer float.
A root beer float.
But I don't know. It
kind of like.
It looks like sickness.
It is or it isn't. It's like kind of like.
It looks like it'll give you some form of disease.
All right, let's look on to this next one. Vanilla ice cream and soy sauce.
Oh. Oh, now that sounds not great. You know, maybe it does a root beer float kind of thing where it crystallizes the soy sauce and makes it like icy kind of thing, and maybe it helps.
Soy sauce is so powerful,
but it is so. It depends on how much soy sauce.
Well, you're talking about dumping it on there and it freezes.
Soy sauce float.
Yeah,
yeah.
Well,
that would be terrible.
That would be absolutely horrendous. But you're just saying,
drizzle on top?
Just the drizzling on top. And even if it like crystallizes, then you still got hunks of frozen soy sauce.
Hey, some people like it, man. Probably. Not for me. 3.
3, huh? It sounds like you're being generous. I would just give it a 2.
Well, I think it's still edible.
Man.
Everything on here is
soy
edible.
Sauce. I understand that salt enhances flavor, but this has also soy sauce flavor in there, and it's ice cream.
And usually vanilla ice cream is like already kind of salted.
I guess, yeah,
but still.
Whoa, that sounds rough to me.
Soy sauce ice cream.
All right, let's look at this next one. Ketchup on popcorn.
Now this is like the same vein as people that put like hot sauce and like quadruple butter, I guess, but it's not butter, it's ketchup.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never had it. It doesn't sound horrid. 4.
Okay. I've never had it either. I would say because the ketchup is really watery, you're gonna like it's gonna ooze up the popcorn. No.
When you forget to shake the bottle and you squeeze it, it's just the ketchup pee.
Exactly.
Like the clear liquid.
And that's all like melting, like oozing up the popcorn and making it all gross. No. 1.5.
Wow.
That's
worse
awful.
than the Snickle, worse than the Glizzy.
Yes.
Oh my
this
gosh.
oozy popcorn ketchup pee? No.
Oh man. Well, we got the last one here. Just spare you suffering of listening to these horrid combinations. We have melted chocolate on top of cheese pizza.
Melted chocolate on top of cheese pizza. I could get like you got a dough, you know what I mean? The crust of pizza.
Yeah, kind of
like.
And
then you put chocolate on it for like the sauce.
Yeah, they make like rolls like that.
Probably. That sounds great.
Yeah.
But this is a whole pizza.
With marinara and
Yep, you got the
cheese.
red sauce, you got the cheese on it, and then chocolate on top of the cheese.
Yeah, I don't know. Plus you got like the cheese fats oozing into the milk fats and making a weird, like the last one with the ketchup pee, but it's cheese and chocolate pee.
It's cheese ooze and
cheese
chocolate.
Ooze. Yeah, I don't know.
It doesn't sound as bad as popcorn on ketchup or ketchup
Really?
on popcorn to me.
I don't know.
So I'd probably go a 3.
A 3? Wow. I don't know. I'd probably have to split it. Probably the lowest score yet. 2.5 for me.
2.5 for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't sound...
It's pretty close.
It's like pineapple on pizza, but way worse.
I don't think it's anything like pineapple on pizza.
Anyways, that's probably for a different episode. We talk about that one.
Yeah.
Well, that's about all we have for this episode. Please consider subscribing. And while you're down there, go and boosh the like button.
Boosh it.
See ya.
See ya.